Alright, welcome back to another System Remnant devlog. This is number 4, and today we're going to be talking about how I'm actually progressing in gameplay. You'll be excited to hear that this one isn't focused on menus, but actually a working level, and a lot of changes that we're going to have to go over. So just be prepared to watch away and see what I got in store for you. Alright, so right now it looks pretty much the same, because it is on this side. Everything here is all good. The only big difference would be, well, this is kind of something, but these are, I don't even know how to start with this, but that little island icon right there on the side doesn't matter anymore, because how the game's going to work changed from when you last saw this. Pretty much there are no islands, there's no hub world. It's all going to take place from a menu, I guess you could say. You're in a ship and you pick where you want to deploy to, then you launch your escape pod there, and there you are. So it's a little different how that works. The only reason I brought that up is because of how these profiles still show the island. That doesn't really matter anymore. I might replace it with like a picture of the world or something, but I don't know, we'll see. That was just something to mention. Let's make a new profile. This has changed too a little bit, just the way the setup is. It's now just like a wheel instead of just a grid of weapons. Although I might change it again, just because it doesn't really work that well with a mouse. I mean, you could use a scroll, but I don't know. It just feels kind of weird to me at the moment. So, but for now, this is how it is, and the stat bar is still there. Nothing really changed. No new weapons yet. They're planned but not implemented. Let's go with the pistol. I don't know what I picked last. So last time it faded right into the hub world. You would start in this ship floating above the hub world. Then you press launch and there you are in that world. You could enter through these gates to the arena and the green level, whatever that was. I never finished that, but now instead you're taken to this little menu system. So these little holographic icons, you're gonna be seeing that kind of style a lot more too. The blue holographic look is now how it's gonna work. So the background will be a little bit better to show what's going on, but pretty much you're inside of a ship floating above the planet, and this is where you customize your robot and look at the stats and choose where you want to go next. And then you launch from the ship into that area. It just felt a lot more fluid than a hub world, and I don't know, the hub world kind of, this is just a lot easier on the programming side and art, because those backgrounds were really hard. Anyway, so here we got customization, is where you'll be able to purchase upgrades and upgrade current features that you have. And these things called modules. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but these modules give you stat boosts and not features, but what's the word for it? They give you more abilities, yeah, that'd be the word for it, than just playing without them. There's going to be a whole bunch of them, over 100 of them planned. I got a couple implemented now that I can show you, but this is where you'll be able to equip them, upgrade them, and buy them. Right now, it's nothing but a button. It doesn't go anywhere. Stats will just show you how well you've been doing so far, how many enemies you've killed, what you've killed, a whole bunch of numbers for people who like that kind of stuff, including me. So that'll be that. And this is where you go to launch the next area, which is the only one that works right now. So here, it's not done. It's not done right now. In this big empty area will be a big picture of some sort showing the area, or some way to show a more visual representation of the area you're about to go to. So this is where you select it, unknown, because we haven't gone there yet, and it's linear, so you have to do the first one, the next. That's why the hub world doesn't really make sense. The hub world makes it feel like you're able to go to whichever one you want first, and that kind of would be lying, because you have to go to one place to the next, and how I have it set up. So what I have today is Dry Ice Valley, this area, the snowy area that I've been working on for a couple months, weeks, for a while now, and it's almost done as an area. And yeah, it's actually the first one that's playable. And yeah, let's get right into it. So you just launch and you're off to that area. I'll be playing with a controller to minimize keyboard noises. Yep, there you go, start on your drop pod. Alright, sorry about that little cut there. I realized that the build I was using before this was a little broken, so I had to switch to this newer build that's a bit in the testing phase at the moment. But anyway, that doesn't matter, most of it's the same. So there's a lot of things we can go off, start talking about here already. So first of all, this is Dry Ice Valley, the snow level in System Remnant, and pretty much it's just a bunch of mountainy, snowy, bridgey kind of level, as most of them will be, just assorted to their different themes. So first of all, let's go over the new HUD. You can't see my cursor anymore because it's disabled, but pretty much the 10 out of 10 right in the center bottom there, that's your health, and it will go down as you get hit. Right now there's no indication of like color or anything. I need to put that in, but it's nothing yet. Now the thing to the left of it with the 3 arrows, that's your dash ability. How that, here I'll do this, and that is pretty much the same. And a little recharge bar under it, then it'll go green and have that highlight when it's ready. So there you go. And then that bar under all of it, not the bunch of little lines, but the long bar with the blue. I know it's hard to explain because they're all blue and bar-y kind, but that's the experience bar. See, it just went up, and again. So as you collect more experience, it'll fill up, and when it's full, you'll level up, as tradition goes. And when you level up, you get more health and damage and all that. And now the empty box to the right of the health bar, that will be a custom ability slot. So you can pick up, like I was talking about, these modules, and some of them allow you to put it into that slot so you can reuse them whenever you want. And so that's what that will be for when I make those modules. And then the last little HUD element is those lines right at the very bottom, going down right now, and then reloading. And that's obviously bullets or ammo. So, and then you reload. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Oh, when you collect coins, a little coin counter comes up on the top left. So that's something as well. But anyway, this is the mountain area. So I added a bunch of snow particles to make it feel more immersive. There's mountains in the background, clouds, a dimmed sun. But anyway, let's get talking about what all this means. So pretty much in every level, you will start out in falling from an escape pod like this. It will be, there's gonna be around 3 random areas you can start in. So it won't always drop here. It can drop in 3 other places in the same level. And depending on where you start, that's where you have to continue from. So your main goal will be, it's really simple right now just because nothing's done yet. And it's mostly here for testing. You're going to want to get this, I don't even know what to call it, the Guardian. You're going to want to destroy it. Again, it's really easy to kill right now. You get this pip to follow you. Now, he won't be so easy, or it won't be as easy to carry with you when there's enemies attacking you from every corner, which I turned the spawning off for now, just so I can show you things in peace. But pretty much, you'll want to be fighting through all these enemies, trying to get this thing without dying, to this gate you saw over here. And it's a little slow, so we gotta wait for it to catch up. Once he gets through the gates, he'll be activated. And then that's as far as I've gotten for that, but once it's activated, that's how you continue to the boss of this level. Now, it seems really easy, seems like a really easy process right now with everything so close, but I'm going to have it so that depending on where you start, this gate, or no, I said that wrong. So, depending on where you start, that guardian structure where you got the pip from, that will be set at a strategic place far away from where you start, and you'll have to find it. And this gate will mostly be in the same spot. That's what I've planned for now. We'll see how that plays out, see how easy it is, how hard. But maybe it'll change between 1 or 2 places. But I think this gate will always stay where it is. So you kind of always get the feeling of you don't have to search for everything. But we'll see. And that gives me this little texture thing, gives me a perfect time to talk about modules. So this is what I was talking about, how they upgrade you in a way. This one just doesn't have a sprite, but I'm pretty sure this is the ammo booster or something. They all have a bunch of names that I can't remember, but that one, pretty much when you get attacked, you have a chance at getting ammo back. So it helps you, you don't have to reload as much. And I have around 15 of them in the game right now. They all help with different things. Here, I'll spawn in a bunch of them just. Maybe we have a couple chests, maybe we'll get one. Open it. Oh, here's a really nice one. You pick it up, and then you get this arrow. It will point to the nearest chests, so you don't have to go searching for them. There you go. So that's a nice one. Pretty rare too. And yet they can be out of 5 different rarities. It's like common, uncommon, rare, legendary, mystic. Yeah. See, I don't even know. I've only done the common and uncommon right now. But don't hold me to those names, the rarity types. So that's all working. All this is work in progress, so don't hold me to any of it. But anyway, yeah, it's all the way up there, which I can't get to yet because the level's not done yet. As you can see, the void right there. But anyway, let's spawn in a couple. So let's just do. Alright, so here are a couple of them, not all of them, but each of these do different things, and some can just be a little stat boosts, like this heart will boost my max health by 10%, and it only gave me 1 because 10% of that is all, yeah. But then you have other more interesting ones like this gas cloud that when you get attacked, you expel this poisonous gas that will poison the enemies that enter it. That's a lot more useful than just a +1 HP. So it all depends on what you get. And obviously the gas cloud one is a lot more rare than the health one there. And then we have this magnet one, which when there's coins or XP in a certain radius from you, they will float to you, so you don't have to pick them up. Yeah, I'll demonstrate this. So here we got a bunch of coins and XP. If I get near it, it'll just float to me, which is very nice. And the great thing about these modules is that they stack. So if, for say, I get another item magnet, pick it up, and that only increases the radius. So now, see, now I can pick them up from over here. So it's not like if you get the same one twice, it's a bad thing, because they actually create a larger effect depending on what they are. This one, you could take more hits, so it's like armor, damage resistance. This one lets you reload whenever you want, because normally you have to wait for the red indicator to pop up like that, then you have to reload, but this one you could do whenever. And I think if you stack that one, you get shorter reload time. And then these goggles, I actually don't think that one's implemented yet, because it's supposed to show you what's inside of the chest before you open them. Yeah, it doesn't tell you, but oh, see, we just got a random one. This will increase the chance for a critical. And so yeah, that's pretty much modules. And how they will work. The effects they create are a whole different story, as there's a ton, and I've only just started. So yeah, now let's get onto some enemies. See, I'll turn the enemy generator on, and there we go. And now, how it works is a little different. It tunes it to your how well you do. So it will create harder enemies as you kill more of them. And pretty much it now spawns them a lot closer to you, so it won't be spawning them all over the world where you're not even in yet. It will only do it within a certain radius, I suppose how that would be said. It picks a random location, checks if it's near you enough, close enough to you, and if it is, then it'll spawn the enemy when it has the points to spend. So how the system works, it has these points and they build up. You can see the top number above the eyes, the 2, 3, 4, yep, that number. It's building up these points that it can spend on enemies, because it's almost like it buys it. It's like an AI that just purchases them, and depending on how well you're doing and what you're doing, it will try to pick the hardest challenge for you. And there's another health one. But yeah, and as you kill enemies, it rewards the system so that I can have a chance at getting more. Right now it's really simple, but I plan to advance it a little more so it's a bit more smart than just random. It actually makes decisions, but we'll see about that. So yeah, there we go. Oh, there's a purple gas cloud thing. It doesn't seem to be poisoning them because it's a bit higher. Here, I'll get hit again just to show you. Oh wait, it has a little cooldown. Let's get hit. Yep, see, there you go. You see the little skulls coming off them. They're being poisoned right now. Makes it easier to kill. Yeah, pretty much. That's the bulk of what I've been working on. A lot more stuff in the background and just setting up systems for future stuff. But I'm almost at the stage where it's just adding content, not building base foundations for levels and menus and all the stuff I keep redoing. But yeah, soon I'll be able to just, my only problem will be adding more enemies, adding more modules, adding more levels. And that's where the real fun stuff happens. But yeah, I would say progress is being made, and hopefully I'll have a video up a lot sooner than the last one was, because what is this, like an 8-month gap since the last devlog? Although I am going off to college in a couple months, so we'll see how progress actually is. Hopefully it stays though. So yeah, thank you for checking out the latest development on System Remnant. You can always be sure to follow me on my Twitter. There's probably a link or something popping up right now. That's where the most I will try to get a GIF or a screenshot or something up there at least once or twice a week. So it's a lot more frequent than these, and you get to see like how progress is going through that. You can even see some features that even make it into it there. But yeah, always be sure to follow that for the latest content. That's where it always hits there first. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.